A YouTube insider just revealed 3 ways the algorithm actually works. And what I found interesting is how they act like switches inside of a platform that, when triggered, will push your content to thousands of new viewers and subscribers. You see, my guess is you spend hours crafting every single video that you post on YouTube. You pour your heart and your soul into the ideas you pick, the scripts you write, the videos you film, the content you edit. Yet, every single time you hit publish, you're disappointed with the result. But why? Why are your videos failing when you feel you're doing everything the so-called experts tell you? Well, what if I told you it's got nothing to do with you as a creator, the niche that you've picked, or the amount of effort you put into your videos? And instead, the real problem is a simple lack of understanding of how the YouTube algorithm works.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, in this video, I'm going to try and convince you of that. I'm going to share with you 3 insights this YouTube insider revealed that go into the deep mechanics of how the YouTube algorithm works. And once you're aware of these insights, you'll be able to create content that reaches out to brand new audiences and builds a community around your channel. So who is this YouTube insider? Well, his name is Todd, and he's responsible for the homepage and recommendation systems at YouTube, and he's been working on them for over a decade now. So if anyone knows how the YouTube algorithm works, it's Todd. We as a creator community appreciate Todd because he's willing to put himself out there on video and post on social media to talk about how YouTube works. And it's these latest round of tweets or X's or Twixers that caught our attention. And it starts with this: the algorithm is triggered by high satisfaction content. Now, it makes sense the algorithm pushes content that clearly satisfies viewers. However, most creators think that this is only determined by metrics. So we're talking about watch time, retention, likes, shares, comments. But this is where Todd revealed an important factor that many creators basically miss. At the YouTube level, a user coming back more often and watching content they report as valued is a strong sign we are improving satisfaction. What I think Todd is hinting at here is that the algorithm highly values returning viewers, which naturally means that you should be optimizing your videos so that viewers come back and watch more of your content in the future. Which leaves us with a big question. How do we optimize content so that we create return viewers? Well, let's take a look at what Todd said. The Audience tab in Analytics provides insights into videos that attracted new viewers to your channel who came back to watch on another day. I think this is a good signal for satisfaction, along with likes, subscribers, shares, and some comments. The Audience tab is like a window into your audience's mind where you can see what videos are causing people to return to your content. So break down your top videos that created the most return viewers in your Analytics tab and ask yourself, are there any patterns you notice between these videos? And if that isn't enough to convince you to stop making random videos on random topics for a random audience, then you'll just end up like this. The second insight Todd revealed was this: if you want the algorithm to push your videos, you need to create a community feedback council, which I'll come back to in a minute. The reason this is so powerful is that it gives you a potent set of ideas that resonate greatly with your audience, which means that they're always going to be coming back to watch more of your content. I haven't shared this story before, but when the world was coming out of the COVID lockdown and more people were touching grass, the vidIQ YouTube channel was really struggling. Views were way down, there weren't as many people subscribing, and it was a really big headache to try and figure out. I mean, here we are trying to guide creators to grow their channels, and our channel was shrinking. So what did we do? We turned to our community for feedback. We used the community tab, we ran polls, we asked questions, we doubled up our live stream offering from not just channel audits, but also video audits. And a constant theme kept coming back to us. The majority of our audience were small channels with 4 pain points: views, subscribers, monetization, and how to understand the YouTube algorithm. So we made a very strategic decision. No longer would we make content to try and rank #1 for a particular search term. Instead, we packaged our content that tapped into the emotional desires, stresses, struggles, goals and fears of views, monetization, subscribers, the algorithm. In essence, we switched from a search traffic channel to a browse and suggested traffic channel. And you should know by now that 70% of all YouTube views come from recommendations, not search. All of which meant we started growing again, and we were helping more creators. And we bagged ourselves one of these. Oh, I can see you subscribed. Thank you very much. We're hoping to hit 2 million subscribers by the end of this year. The TLDR of this story is listen to your audience, because they matter most and the audience equals the algorithm. But Todd's insights take this powerful strategy one step further. I'd personally foster a diverse community of fans and critics, viewers and other creators to give me honest feedback about what was most and least valued in my videos. Comments are one tool, but you have to be careful about selection bias, especially in top comments. Basically, what Todd is saying is that you should create a tight-knit feedback community. This is because, contrary to what many people believe, the algorithm doesn't push videos that YouTube wants people to watch. It pushes videos based on what videos viewers are already enjoying. Another point Todd emphasizes is that the aggregate results of what succeeds on YouTube is more a reflection of what emerges from the experiences of many individual viewers versus any coordinated strategy by YouTube to centrally steer content across viewers en masse. So rather than YouTube engineers typing in a bit of code and changing everything determining the fate of your videos, it is the millions of inputs from every single viewer on the YouTube platform that are influencing whether or not your content gets discovered. So by having this community feedback council, you're much more likely to make content that your audience really enjoys. And this will naturally and organically lead to the algorithm promoting your video more to find new audiences. But how do you create this community feedback council? Well, you can offer your fans and critics something for free for regular feedback on your videos. You can empower your audience by giving them moderation privileges during live streams. That can help represent the viewer opinion of your content and steer it in the right direction. You can set up an exclusive forum or Discord where highly valued members of the community are invited to share their thoughts. Or you could try setting up a mastermind group of like-minded creators who come together maybe once a week and offer ideas and constructive feedback on each of his videos. Or if you're not quite ready for any of these steps yet, just start posting stuff on that community tab. It is so powerful. The last insight Todd revealed is that the algorithm won't know what to do with your videos if they're not in the Goldilocks zone. To explain what I mean, we're going to divide videos up into 3 content zones. The first is content that's hyper niche, super specific, very targeted towards a very particular audience. The second content zone is completely opposite, trying to appeal to the broadest audience possible. And the third content zone is a balance of the two. So if your goal is to grow as fast as possible and maximize those return viewers, what's the best zone to be in? Well, this is what Todd had to say. Try your best to align it with what resonates with the audience. Like with any brand, going too broad dilutes connection. Too narrow may not achieve enough scale to be viable. You have to find a balance where there is room in your target market. The examples I've just shown you are from content zones 1 and 2, which typically will stifle growth. A typical video from Ali Abdaal will expect to get hundreds of thousands of views, and neither of these two came close. This is because typically the algorithm will first test your video with a subset of your audience. If the content is too niche, it may not resonate enough with those viewers. If it's too broad, it may not create a strong enough connection with those viewers to keep them watching. But when you find that Goldilocks zone, where the balance is perfectly weighted between both, the results can be amazing. For example, this video is on a topic that Ali's core audience is proven to have a high interest in, but it's also appealing to a much wider audience that may have interest in this topic that aren't currently following Ali. So how do you find this perfectly weighted Goldilocks zone? Well, first of all, let's make sure that your video topics aren't too niche. The more specific a video is, the smaller the target audience. So ask yourself this question: what are the common goals, dreams, and desires of my target audience? And what are their biggest pain points, problems, obstacles? Start there. But make sure that you don't go too broad. It has to be relatable to the audience that you specifically want to speak to. It's not enough to just make videos about losing weight and making money. Everybody wants to do that. To make topics like this more relatable, you have to ask why and how your specific audience is going to achieve those goals. And continue to test ideas, and when you find one that works, use that as your yardstick to work off of for all future videos. By simply adjusting your content ideas, you can double, even triple your view counts, not by putting in any extra effort, but just more thought. And in this video, we've revealed how the definitive expert on the YouTube algorithm recommends you do this. But if you want a detailed explanation on how to come up with viral ideas that really heat up the algorithm in your favor, then I suggest you watch this video next.